It's the Carol Vitale Show, starring Carol Vitale.
Yes, hi ladies and gentlemen, Carol Vitale once again in your home. How are you? How have you been? Well, today we have Adam Roberts. He's a songwriter, singer, and he's going to sing for us today. And then midway through the show, we're going to have Pierre. Yes, Pierre. And he is going to show us some bodybuilding techniques and help me get in better shape, maybe. Well, we'll see about that. Anyway, for now, welcome to my show, Adam Roberts. Nice to see you. 4 years ago from New York City, is that right?
Yeah, about 5, coming up on 5.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And are you happy here?
Yeah, I love it here.
Yeah. What made you come from New York to here?
Well, basically, I have visited out here, and when I was with a couple of bands, I was touring out here. And I had some friends that already were out here, and pretty much just made the move.
Yeah. What kind of music did you start out to do? Were you formally educated musically, or just picked up something and just took the ball and ran?
Well, when I was a child, you know, I took the regular classical lessons, but I quickly put that away. And I was really always into, like, the blues style of playing in New Orleans and Chicago blues. And what I did was I started doing that kind of music in clubs. In fact, here in town, that's the kind of music I play with my group. But I also started writing some songs, and as you'll hear, it's not in the same style, but it's more singer-songwriter material. So what I ended up doing was I put together a whole bunch of tunes, and we ended up recording a CD last year.
Mm-hmm. What is your favorite? Do you ever? I was listening, I must say, and last night I was playing them, and then I kind of sounded like Glenn Frey in some of them. Did you like the Eagles, or kind of pattern yourself after them, or inspired by them maybe?
Well, the Eagles were an influence of mine. I mean, most of my influences in the music I wrote was probably earlier Billy Joel or Elton John, Jackson Browne, the band, that kind of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite performer, per se?
Well, just overall, I would say as a piano player, Dr. John, his Mac Rebenak, that's his AKA. You know, that's the kind of music I really love to play live. You know, people really like that, and you know, that kind of style of piano playing. As far as songwriters, you know, like I mentioned, those guys, and you know, Springsteen, and you know, growing up, that was really my main influences.
Yeah, New York is quite different than here, isn't it? Don't you feel that way musically and everything?
You know, it's what everybody says. It's more laid back here, and especially in the beach communities. But you know, I tell you, I think the city seems to be run pretty well, and it's been a nice change for me. You know, I mean, a lot of my friends are out here, so I still associate with a lot of New Yorkers. But the style of music out here as well is a bit more laid back, and
yeah, I find that too.
yeah.
You know, were you on tour in Norway? Did you go to Norway on tour?
Yeah, I was playing over there solo. Just
like yourself? How did you get that gig, as they say?
Well, I guess, I don't remember, but I guess an agent heard, because I play piano bar around once in a while too, so I guess somebody heard me play and they contacted me to go over there. It's funny because over there, especially in Scandinavia and the Far East, the blues kind of style of music is very popular, especially solo piano bar. So I actually might be going over there this summer to do another few-month tour. Yeah, it's a lot of fun over there because people really appreciate that kind of music over there.
Do they? And you get on very well there? You find that is there a lot of do they copy us a lot, or are we inspired by some of their things sometimes?
Well, you know, it seems like, I wouldn't say, well, I guess saying that they're behind the times is not the right way to put it, but they just like like the older American music.
Oh yeah, well probably we have to go in there and get really down. You know what, we've got about a minute, and I just wanted to say that also we're going to be seeing we're going to be seeing your CD right now and hearing your music. But this is what his CD looks like. This is Mr. Adam Roberts. And let's see, who is Christabel anyway? I just had to ask that.
Well, all those songs are pretty much about personal.
Personal. So Christabel, is she still in your life, or?
No, she's not.
Well, dish the dirt, folks. Dish the dirt, you know. And we have Girls, Girls, Girls. I like that one a lot. But today you're going to sing Feel Like a Child.
Yeah.
And then you're going to go into It's 5 a.m.
Right.
Gee, in the old days I used to see 5 a.m. a few times, but no more.
As you'll hear in that song.
I cleaned up my act too much, I guess, you know, whatever. But can you tell us a bit about these songs?
Yeah, well, like I was saying, most of the songs I've written, probably all of them, have somewhat of personal references. And that's the way I like to write, you know, I mean...
Inspired.
Yeah, you know, it's just some thoughts, you know, put to music. And it would be nice if somebody would like to record, you know, some of my tunes and hear how they might interpret it.
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
exactly. Okay, well, we're going to hear a bit about you, and after that, we're going to be with Pierre Mustard and Bowell. Yes, we'll be right back.
The first song I'd like to do is called Feel Like a Child. The minutes pass like hours, the hours pass like days, waiting for you to let me show that I can't change my ways. The birds are singing, but the phone's not ringing, and I feel so very sad. 'Cause I love you, and that's so true. It's making me hurt so bad. And I feel like a child when you are not around. These days of living wild have driven me to the ground, lost in the confusion, and I'd rather not be found. And I feel like a child when you are not around. I'm bad with words, so I have to be heard, writing you the song. It's not new to you, you've heard it before, and you knew it all along. You know me better than I know myself. How can you walk away from the one you love? I've asked the man above to give you the strength to stay. And I feel like a child when you are not around. These days of living wild have driven me to the ground, lost in the confusion, and I'd rather not be found. And I feel like a child when you are not around. One day everything was cool, next thing you know we both were so blue. But I will be back, I won't let you go. We've been through a lot, that's for sure, but for some reason we always ask for more. We're made for each other, that much we both know. And I feel like a child when you are not around. These days of living wild have driven me to the ground, lost in the confusion, and I'd rather not be found. And I feel like a child when you are not around. I feel like a child when you are not around. I feel like a child when you are not around. Thank you. Thank you. This next song I'd like to do is called It's 5 a.m. It's the middle of the morning and everybody's gone, 'cause the party's almost over by now. I'm sitting at the table with Joe, he's half asleep and dreaming all his dreams out loud. It's Terry and Sam who are really stoned, Big Bad Willie saying on the telephone, and it's 5 a.m. and the party's almost over by now. There's beautiful Betty who is everybody's friend, and the time to go to bed came around. The rest of the women who needed a thrill, shaking their stuff to the ground. But I'm just sitting here all alone, remembering the days when I was back at home. And it's 5 a.m. and the party's almost over by now. Remember how it used to be, these times that are just history. And the sun is rising with all its beauty, and it's 5 a.m. and the party's almost over by now. The garbage is piling as the rats start smiling, they are ready to feed their face. The people left here really just don't care by the looks around this place. But I really just don't know if they'll stay or leave or come or go. And it's 5 a.m. and the party's almost over by now. A couple doors down I hear some sound, so I go to take a look. It's the queen on her knees just begging to please the waiter and the cook. But I really want no part of this, I settle for a goodnight kiss. And it's 5 a.m. and the party's almost over by now. Remember how it used to be, these times that are just history. And the sun is rising with all its beauty, and it's 5 a.m. and the party's almost over by now. The milkman's coming as the paperboy's running, ready to start his rounds. The people are awaking 'cause the trains are they're taking off, making their familiar sounds. But now's the time for me to retire, it's just another night has expired. And it's 5 a.m. and the party's almost over by now. And it's 5 a.m. and the party's almost over by now. And it's 5 a.m. and the party's almost over by now. And it's 5 a.m. and the party's almost over by now. And it's 5 a.m. and the party's almost over by now.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, we're back. In case you just tuned in, you missed Adam Roberts, but he'll be back on the show. And we have Pierre with us. Pierre is a bodybuilder, and he's just gorgeous. And after we chat with him for a few minutes, what we're going to do is he's going to show me a few exercises and tone up the C. All right? Hi, Pierre. How are you? Nice to see you.
Hi, nice to see you.
Well, tell me a bit about yourself.
Well, let's see. I've been in the fitness and nutritional business for 16 years. I have a bachelor's degree in nutritional science from New York University. I have 3 certifications in personal training, and I am the spokesperson for Great Earth Vitamins. I also do teaching there as well.
Wow, that's quite a mouthful, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Is this what you always wanted to be, or you just always been fit? Sometimes I have people on and they say, gee, I was really a skinny kid and I just got kicked in the face with sand or something, and I just started to really like carry on with this fitness stuff. Was that your case, or?
And actually, in my case, I was fat.
Oh.
So my goal was always to become fit, and I found training in bodybuilding was help becoming more disciplined for myself and for my lifestyle.
And so you train celebrities too?
Yes, I do.
And so on. And tell me about this new herb that makes you remember everything better, or is a memory enhancer, or whatever you want to call it, because I know my audience, I'm really interested in this. You know, I don't usually forget things, but then again, in the old days I might have, but everybody needs enhancement in the memory department, so tell us about that.
Okay, the herb is called ginkgo biloba, and what it does, it helps oxygenate the brain and also helps with circulation for memory enhancement.
I see, and all that is in one pill? Is this like a new deal?
Actually, no. Ginkgo has been around for some time, but now it's just becoming more popular again.
And I would like to, what other vitamins besides that do you find interesting and fascinating that you can share with us?
I think the hottest thing that always is fascinating, especially with your female audience, is the fat-burning pills.
Yay! Hooray! Yes, indeed. Okay.
First, I'd like to clarify some myths. There is chromium picolinate.
Yes, I have that.
Chromium picolinate does not speed up your metabolism. What it does do is that it inhibits your blood sugar, which is your insulin, from overflowing and overspilling. Usually what happens is a lot of people have too much carbohydrates in their diets. And the fact remains is that that will help elevate your insulin levels, overspill, and this is what causes you to have much more increase of appetite and also become fat.
That increases your appetite?
No, no, no. It prevents.
Oh, that prevents.
It inhibits.
Oh, God!
It inhibits.
I haven't taken that.
No, no, no. It inhibits. So it helps keep your blood sugar low, so it doesn't go high. Which, when your insulin levels do go high, that's what gives you your cravings, and also it puts on fat.
What do you think about the Atkins diet?
The Atkins diet, which is high protein, high fat. I know several people, I tried it for a little bit, and I know several of my colleagues that have tried it, and it was somewhat effective. What I have found in research to be very, very good is the new diet, well, it's called hormonal eating, and it was created by a biotechnician called Dr. Barry Sears. You probably are very familiar with the book called The Zone.
Yeah.
It's very popular right now. What it discusses that the dropping of the complex carbohydrates, which would be your grains, your breads, your rice, potatoes, and pasta. Now, the whole point is you really don't need it, because remember, when you consume a lot of these complex carbohydrates, it takes a great deal of energy to burn them. You ever notice that after you have had maybe a big bowl of pasta, how tired you are in about an hour? It's because it takes a lot of energy to burn them. So based on Dr. Sears' theory, is that to take more fibrous carbohydrates, your leafy greens, your broccoli, and use them as your carbohydrate. This way you don't have highs and lows of energy, and you have a steady flow going throughout the day. Not only is that beneficial, but it will help decrease your body fat.
Wow, you know, we're going to do a little workout here, but I just wanted to hit on something about your Iron Man magazine. What is that all about?
What that is, I'm competing on July 20th. And the show is the Ironman Magazine Bodybuilding and Fitness Show, and that's July 20th in Redondo Beach.
Well, God, we all want to come out and see you do that.
I hope you do.
How about that? And I want you to come back on the show, because I want to catch up with all the new stuff that's going on, and all memory enhancers and fat burners and all that stuff. But in the meantime, we're going to come right back, and you're going to show me a few things. Right?
Great.
You know what? We'd like to show that. Yeah, there it is. There you are. Could you explain that, Felipe? Carry on.
This is a picture taken from my last show. I won the 1989 Eastern USA Middleweight Championships, and my intention is to surpass this physique for this show come this July 20th.
Okay. Well, I won't look like that, but could you show me how I could do a few
Firm those muscles.
Yes, crack that one.
Okay.
Now, here we go.
Okay, what I want to do is, there are many trainers out there, but a lot of them are not adequate enough as far as when it comes to male versus female training. A lot of trainers train both alike, and there should be a change about that, because a woman needs more isolation muscles. A woman needs to work the smaller muscle groups as opposed to working the big sections like major muscles that you don't need to do, working the fine detail. What I want to demonstrate with this unit that I have here is working the chest press area. And what a fine specimen, ladies and gentlemen, do we have for this exercise. So let me demonstrate, and then I'll let you do it.
Okay, there you go. Actually, that's one place that I've been very, very blessed. Thank you, the higher power and parents and all that.
All right.
I was this way before it became fashionable, believe it or not.
Okay, what we're going to do here is you're going to keep your back light against the pad.
Okay.
And I want you to press straight up with it. Bringing your right down parallel to the pecs and right up. All right.
Okay, here we go. All right. And I'll let you hold that. Now.
Okay, I'll hand it to you. All right. You nice and comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay, let's push it straight up. Good. Let's try about 15 of these.
Okay.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
I do have a trainer, but I think maybe
7. Good.
8.
9.
I feel like Johnny Carson in the old
10.
days when he used to do all his own
1.
exercising things and all that. Now Jay
2.
Leno. I never see Jay Leno do that.
3. No. You'll take care of that.
Ah, that feels heavy.
And 1 more. And great. Good.
Okay.
I'll grab that from you.
Hey. All right.
Now, I'll show you how versatile this is. There she goes, ladies and gentlemen. She's pumped.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, there you go. Now you're going to show me one more here?
I'm going to show you another exercise.
You know, you could get I noticed that all the machines on television are basically, they're right into the one for all kind of thing, where you can get a lot of exercises out of one particular machine. Now, who's to say one's better than the other? They all seem to basically be the same. Don't you agree, Felipe?
Yes, I do agree. I found this unit to be very versatile. I can actually do 56 exercises and give you an entire gym workout with this unit.
Wow. Wow.
So what I'm going to demonstrate now is, what is the most problem area on women? Right here.
Right.
They're constantly complaining about their flabby little triceps. So I'm going to show you something that's called dips.
Okay. Well, I've been known to take a few dips here and there. Okay.
All right. Now, all I want you to do is bring your torso down, bring it up, flex at the tricep, and come right back down with it. Once again, you want to bring it up, flex it, and come down with it.
Okay. Okay, you can't give me too many of these because we're running out of time.
No, no problem.
What a good excuse, isn't
See
it,
how many
folks?
you can do. No time, folks.
I've never done one of these.
Great. Right, you're going to feel it right here. Yeah, you're doing great.
I wouldn't want to make a career out of it.
Fantastic. Yeah, can you feel that in your arms?
Oh, yeah.
Great, great.
Oh,
Okay, we'll take a rest. That's great. She did very good. Applause.
Hey, like this, I do my show, folks, and I get an exercise out of it. Anyway, gee, we got a little bit about 2 minutes. What else can you show me over here now, Felipe?
Pierre.
I mean, Pierre. I'm always calling him Felipe.
Okay.
That's your middle name, anyway.
Yes, my middle name. One thing I would like to emphasize about weight training, too, is that many people do not stretch. Now, what stretching does is help break down the lactic acid. You know that sore feeling that you have after you work out? You feel it after a couple of days. Well, stretching is good. 1, because it will help prevent any injuries. 2, it will help break down the lactic acid. So, I always recommend in between sets that people stretch out. For instance, when we're doing the tricep, if you have a seat, please.
Okay.
Now, this is a really good stretch for the tricep area. What you want to do here is just bring your arm around
Mm-hmm.
and just gently stretch it. You feel the stretch?
Oh, yeah.
Good, good. Hold it for about a count of 10. Release it, and then you're going to do the opposite side.
Okay.
There you go.
Boy, that even shows my ribs here, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Good. We got to get closer to the rib cage there.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
So much more I would like to
Yeah.
show you, but I hope you invite me again to your show.
Oh, absolutely. We will. And we look forward to your Ironman competition July 20th. And, phew, do-doot, do-doot. Oh, God. Oh, well, okay. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? We're going to wind things down here a bit. And, you know, I like doing exercise shows because I can kill two birds with one stone. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carol Vitale, CV to my friends, signing off. And you know what I always say. Until the next time, bye-bye.